Okay, so the shop is clean enough, so I figured I would show the shop tour video. So right when you walk in the door, I've got my 2x72 grinder, got my spare belts, got my wonderful floor mandrel as my door stop. That's not potting mix, that's just old wood I have drying. Over here, I have my layout block, miscellaneous knives in progress, and fixturing my various acids and small batches. My disc grinder, I've got my buffer. Shelving is up with some miscellaneous things on it that I use fairly often. Corner, I've got my step hammer or my treadle hammer. So that's a fairly robust treadle hammer. I test all my maker's marks that I do on those. Coming around here, I have my 25-pound Little Giant power hammer, made around 1921 or 1920 depending. So that thing is very nice and fun to use. Have my large shop fan, which is off right now just because I need the noise to be down a bit. I've got a Riverside Machine 50-ton press. So it's the big brother to the 24-ton presses we use on Forge and Fire. Over there is my miscellaneous stuff corner. So I've got a sand casting flask, my bucket of wrought iron, railroad track piece, a bunch of abrasives, some tooling, my flux and sandpapers, some trash bags and paper towels, my acid for etching. My cabinet here on the wall goes into doing my handle materials. That's where I've got my random exotics and weird bits of antler. Rolling tool chest where I keep some tools, of course, and miscellaneous other fasteners. I have a small benchtop lathe that has yet to go somewhere. The buckets are quench oil, which is shortly going to be remedied by having some of those big ammo cans for my quench tanks. I have my 31.5-inch even heat, which is currently tempering some A2 touch marks. So we've got about 3.5 hours left on that. I've got my bandsaw, my mill drill, and my drill press over there. A little bit of shelving. Over here is my messy layout table. I've got my toaster oven for Kydex, my glue up space. I was picking up on the floor, so everything kind of exists on there right now. And whenever I glue things and get stuff set up for clamping, it's a welding table my friend was getting rid of. I got my post vise, and I got my spare mini anvil down there. Turning around into the shop, I've got a view towards my forging area. I've got my 140-pound Hay Budden anvil there. I got my Chili Forge double burner forge back there, and my nice big tank. So this is a 24x24 pole barn. I've got a heater up there for when it gets cold in the wintertime. It's all focused goofy. There we go. Double doors in the back, let some air through. Got a fan up there to blow some air out of the ceiling to get the air to kind of stay a little bit more moving and circulating so it doesn't get too hot. The big overhead door is about a 10-foot. I got my people door that I'm standing next to, and those nice clear plastic panels on the ceiling area to let some natural light in. And I've got a nice little CNC lamp there for illuminating my grinder. The best part comes into when I turn my lights on. So I've got my outdoor light, I got my 2 banks of indoor lights, which control either the little pot lights up there or the strip LED lights. So basically in here at night, it looks like you're having a near-death experience and you want to go toward the light, just so I have plenty of light to see what I'm doing. On the grinder, I've just put a VFD on it and a 2-horse motor. I've got the KMG surface grinder attachment down there. I was moving things around. I've got the contact wheels, the round wheel, and the small wheel attachment, the articulating tool rest, and right now I've got the flat platen set up on it. So, steel behind the grinder is for spark guard against the building wrap there. And looking out the door, I've got this nice view and cross breeze of my backyard and the field next to me. So, all in all, pretty nice little space. Have time open for classes in here where people can come and learn how to do some simple knife work, show them how to forge, so they get to use the power hammer and the press. Going out the back, got this really nice view out the cornfield, or towards the cornfield slash hayfield slash field grass field slash whatever he decides to put in it. So I've got a nice backyard view, and that's what I get to look at while I'm forging and working. So I can shoot back into the shop. Nice little scenic place. Strategically located power hammer so I can get at everything 360 degrees. So if I need to take the head off and fix anything, same thing with the press, get around all sides. And then the fan is just in the door frame to allow me to have some air push. So, hope that explains the shop setup I have. I'm always looking at ways to improve it. I'm probably going to be building a tong and hammer rack, because right now my hammers live down there under the forge, and my tongs live over there on the anvil. So, I'm in need of a little bit better solution. New shop, no storage, the usual.